And Ahri's going to be the pick after all. Different age champion, but there it is. The lineup's been locked in. Looks like with OLLEH here, there's of course no smite. He jumps right into him. DARDOCH's got to be careful, but
the Wolves have come to defend their jungle.
And his POBELTER going to ignite it. He could die. The cannon minion.
It gives up as it gets out of range there. But man, this is an intense blue buff battle. DARDOCH eventually is able to claim that he will be the victor.
Flame. Nice ward on the Krugs to help track what's going on. And he's waiting on the satchel for some reason.
You just want to make sure the camera was on him.
Yeah, look at me. Oh, parkour. Oh, watch out, OLLEH. Taking some damage. Nice mantra Q. Good damage in the turtle. CODY's done. Arcane shift forward. Exhaust trades with heal. And CODY burns the flash. They got to be careful. The chase is on.
Bio.
And they're going to take him down. The TSM 2-on-2. OLLEH misses the Q. Oh, you got to be kidding. But the kill does come out of the end. Still 2-1 lead to TSM is an advantage for the squad, of course.
Didn't end up mattering, but in the frantic situations there, a couple of autos going on astray. Honestly, though, the classic shift forward from Turtle. They're like, oh yeah, we got the QR on him.
Aggro, yeah.
Did he shift over that volley? That was
pretty sick
if he did. I don't even know if it was
Only
possible
misses the
to do
Q.
that.
Unlucky.
But yeah, missed Q, auto minion, doesn't matter. You both die for it.
Yep. All right, well, it was a fun one, and it's TSM with the lead, of course. I think some of it also was due to the fact that POBELTER was really heavily pushing, but here comes the ult play. He sees POBELTER. BJERGSEN can chase as well. There's the first flash. Gonna jump over the wall to get it. Here comes Shen. Can they shockwave it in time? He's not gonna get to. The kill just comes through cleanly. Nicely played there by TSM. The first ult pays off.
Sven can move right into a counter jungle after
Well
a
done,
successful
TSM.
gank.
But look at this, how aggressive OLLEH is. Finds Wild Turtle the arrow. No, he's not gonna flash it well enough. Turtle's dead. The kill comes through. Beautifully played on Mortals. Get revenge for the bot lane and earlier. And it's really interesting because that's what it, to me, is so much about the North American LCS at the end of the season is how good are you? Forget your record. If you can make playoffs, and how good are you as a team to make that push? But here's Flame. Damage on a HAUNTZER, but SVENSKEREN's coming around. Flame has to flash the bola, and there's not gonna be much of a chase, but the root is there. The flash to follow gets a bit of a dodge, going for a bit, but out of HP, and the kill comes through. Nicely done by SVENSKEREN. A good setup for HAUNTZER as well. Not even having to burn flash. The shockwave not meaning that much in a BJERGSEN since he stays alive in the lane.
Let's see if Sven can really chain that into anything, because before we were talking about, oh yeah, DARDOCH, he's been out jungling this pretty much this whole series.
Ooh. Auto RE, not gonna go for it here. Okay. Thing is, he had the chance to do so. He landed the auto attack. I'm surprised he didn't go for the combo. Maybe he was low on mana.
Fairly healthy Maokai too, but
no, well, not gonna happen there. OLLEH is gonna find BJERGSEN. He's suddenly surrounded, and goodbye. He is just dead immediately.
yeah, he finds BJERGSEN and SVENSKEREN and BIOFROST. Yep. That's too many to find, as TSM should be able to grab the Ocean Drake pretty effortlessly after that one. Really, though, is the bottom side.
DARDOCH
First should be able to power this down.
They're going to try. Here comes the
teleport!
TP. They want to stop. They're going to stay for the turret. I like this choice. The turret's going to go down. They're fighting a BIOFROST. They're going to almost knock him down. They do. The damage comes through. Here comes the fight. BJERGSEN coming for the flank. Here comes CODY's son, ulted in by Shen, and he's going to arrive. BJERGSEN dodges the taunt, and OLLEH is going to go down. 2 for 1 so far, TSM. SVENSKEREN is on the chase. Shockwave buys a bit of time, but POBELTER going to be jumped on. Going to take more damage. Exhaust buys a bit. Jumps back in. POBELTER, why'd you walk back into the Rengar? Stays alive, though, but another kill comes through on the bot side. Flame loses life for the ulti. And it's 3 for 1 TSM. The trade was for the turret. They got Scuttle Crab as well. 4,000 HP left on this Drake. SVENSKEREN going to stay and tank it up.
Here he goes. HAUNTZER's coming in.
DARDOCH wants for this one. Arrow's going to land on SVENSKEREN. He's not going to burn the Frosty. He is now. Good smite. Goes to DARDOCH. Now Immortals to kite back, but here comes the flank engage. HAUNTZER's in. Here comes Shen. This could be big for TSM, and they dodge the shockwave. CODY's son is gone already. Now what else can TSM get? POBELTER locked up in the front line. Wild Growth helps that one, and it's a lot of kills picked up. 2 for 1 so far. The back push on a Wild Turtle. He stays alive, and DARDOCH's next up. It's a 3 for 1. TSM yet again winning the fight 4-11 in kills.
Really good focus dive there from TSM onto CODY's son first to take down the Ashe. Might have to wait for the replay to see the Stand United shield, but Flame actually gets charmed up.
He puts on the taunt, and he puts on the shield as well. Stays alive, but a damage on BJERGSEN Turtle. Ooh, sorry, the turret almost takes him down. HAUNTZER's still tanky. There's the dive in. They're going to get the 4th one of the fight. And they've reset the turret dagger. There's going to be a turret going down. TSM handily ahead.
Flame actually went for an aggressive taunt there and then flashes out instead of defensive taunt and getting away
farther.
with it.
Yeah.
Or dropping not more than their game, dropping their series. There's the Ashe arrow.
And DARDOCH going to go for a bit of damage here, trying to push him out. Sven down a half HP. BJERGSEN chunked a little bit as well. Buys a bit of time for Immortals.
Those control wards are sights for that. Rengar, though, not going to give him much time.
Look for the root kits on POBELTER. He's going to be gone for this one. Exhaust is on the true shot barrage, and They get away from the shockwave. Beautifully played. TSM find the kill. And no counteraction at all.
Very close here. Let's see. No mid laner. TSM might actually go for a dive here in the 5v4. Yep.
On the DARDOCH they go. HAUNTZER in the front line, super tanky. A big knocker comes through from the Lulu. Flame has to taunt away this time. It does buy him some freebies, but TSM have no wave to play with. Out they go.
Yeah, Scuttle Crab is going to be there for a while, but so much work goes into placing control wards that
there's no rush for TSM to knock this down. Anyway, arrow's gonna land on BIOFROST. That should be enough. Exhaust is on to buy some time. The burst is there. Shot's gonna get it with Rengar, and he pops the ulti to make sure he's gonna be okay. BIOFROST gets away with it. The exhaust, the flash, and his ulti all used. That's advantage Immortals.
Full attention can be applied.
Whoa! Man, he's gone. He was in the brush, and now he's dead.
Full attention, please. Yeah, that's almost impossible to react to as Cody's son. Regardless, though, that's going to be the pick that does, enable this Baron for TSM.
And no one's going to even stop it. The ward control's too good. TSM, honestly, this is a pretty good-looking game for them. They had a small lead in the early game. They never let up from that. I'm hoping to close this one out. Now 7,000 in the lead. The Baron buff on the team. This is all they should need to close it out. Quick miss on a BIOFROST. Now DARDOCH's going to be a bit careful. Arrow's going to land on SVENSKEREN. These two tanky. They pop the Steric's Gauge Shield. So at least one minorly important cooldown missing, but BJERGSEN still splitting.
You just have to be careful not to drop your aggro with a Twisted Advance. Maybe start out with it instead. Brute force here as SVENSKEREN does get chipped down.
But it doesn't really matter. The turret's gone already, and HAUNTZER to the front line, roots up Flame. Good damage on him, though. HAUNTZER down to about 1,1600, back to 2.5K. Redemption.
Everyone retreats to their redemption circles.
Undoes what was done. HAUNTZER still at over half HP, 2,200. Inhibitor under fire, and again, it's a 7,000 gold deficit and a Baron buff. There's not much you can do about it. TSM take that one pretty cleanly.
Yeah, zoning Rengar ultimate. No blood will be shed today.
Except for the minions. And down to the inhibitor turret.
They're
they
always
go
forgotten.
They're always lost and forgotten. There's the stun. SVENSKEREN in front of the turret, but the turret's already gone. POBELTER gets jumped on. There's the damage up, but they got to pick him off, and Orianna's dead. Knock up there on a CODY Sun and a DARDOCH. They're trying to run away. HAUNTZER is just unassailable. Into the Nexus turret. That's going to be that one picked up as well. Actually, CODY Sun trades it back. It's a 1-for-1, an IMT keeping alive. A good dodge and the true shot.
Yeah, he trades it back, but that's Baron buff and 2 inhibitors down for TSM, so they have free reign. They decided to play it safe. Well, actually, here's the trigger. We're going to find out pretty soon here.
Ahri's topside is a 5v4. Immortals can look for the team fight and hope that without BJERGSEN it can go well. WILDTURTLE poked out a bit. Immortals really need this to be a fight, and TSM probably shouldn't engage without BJERGSEN. Still battling for the Elder Dragon, trying to knock this one down. 3,000 health
Fight.
on it. Smite fight's gonna reset. Here comes the Battlehawk to the front side. Still 5 seconds from BJERGSEN. They're gonna try to take down the tank, but here comes the re-engage. They've caught the damage, but DARDOCH stays alive. And here comes BJERGSEN into the mix, and a nice redemption heal will keep SVENSKEREN afloat as well. DARDOCH still fighting a resetting Baron. They're healing back and forth. They've caught out Flame. He's a bit tanky, but he's gonna go down to lose the Guardian Angel. HAUNTZER a bit low, the damage comes in, Turtle almost picks him off. Flame respawning, but the damage should be there from the Ezreal. BJERGSEN flashes, gets the damage, picks off DARDOCH, and Turtle's on the chase. He chooses to flash forward, finds himself the double kill, and he's done everything he's wanted to do in this game. 3 picked up the Elder Dragon as well, and that's gonna be all it takes to close the game out. TSM have everything they need to take this series 2-1.
BJERGSEN's on the chase. CODY Sun flashes. Oh, run for the fountain.
Does it even matter? KDA! OLLEH is gonna die as well. He's gonna end this game 1-4-4 in TSM fashion. They lose game 1. They scare all their fans, then say, don't worry guys, we were just sandbagging. They close it out in the end, and TSM take control of first place to close out week 7.